Apple Vision Pro rolls out just in time to distract the entire American population as Jerome Powell gaslights America. We also have one of our favorite altcoins setting up for a massive move to another major key level I've been watching. All this and more on today's Blockchain Basement.
We are the bread and butter of all the information that's been swimming across the internet for crypto news.
If you're gonna screw me, at least pull my hair.
Hell yeah. What do you got?
They could start chopping off fingers. They're like, give me your seed phrase, but I don't know it.
Over 2 years, he's made like 17K on Roblox. And he's
What?
Like 12.
You never listen to me, and we must be married. Yeah, well, how much are you investing? $100.
400 to 600,000. The generational signals are now. Now.
You're spread so thin, that's how you get in on Snake. Snake's been my biggest winner.
Here we go. Welcome all to the Blockchain Basement. My God, we've added some new steps. We're streaming on Rumble live right now. We're streaming on the Twitter. If you're out there, give us a like. We don't have your chats pulled up yet. We might have to get some more TV monitors in here for all the different chats we're starting up, but starting to go live on Rumble daily as well as Twitter. But welcome, everyone. Obviously, the OG crew from the YouTube. We got Fade and Tradfi, Crimson Caravan, Shake and Bake, Washington Riders, Piccolo Rick, good to see you. Manawak, talk to me about, I was thinking about buying a ATV type. Manawak brought up an ATV that's for sale. I was thinking this weekend about buying the land behind my house. Potentially, I know I'm not going to sell the link to do it, but I am eyeballing the possibility maybe to be shaving some profits off of other projects to buy some more land, because I'm a huge fan of land and my neighbor's selling. So how are you guys doing though? We had a weekend, BJ is apparently like, the leader CEO of this up and coming massive music company. Ridiculous.
Not quite like that.
It's he's got orders flowing in up the yin yang.
Should I put that in the chat?
You should. I mean, it's happening. It's exciting. I like seeing you start a business, and it has that initial. You put a lot of work into it, and it's not easy. Just going out there to conventions and conversating and talking to people for hours on end.
That's really easy. It's the easiest product in the world to sell.
They loved it. It looked like. So
yeah, I can sales pitch it in about 3 seconds, which is what I do.
Yeah. Aaron, how was the weekend? What'd you do?
It was good, man. I feel really good. I worked on my truck a decent amount, changed the oil, changed the brake pads, changed the brake fluid, and then just cleaned the drum.
Look at you go.
I know, bro.
Okay.
I feel proud of myself because I paid like under $100 for all this stuff.
That was great. No.
And then I remember back, they were going to charge me $800 to get all that done. But I did it myself with my uncle. Shout out to my uncle.
I know that you actually did it because I guess after this, he's got some extra brake fluid, and I'm going to go up to Walmart and get a turkey baster and do the very ghetto version of a brake flush, because Jeremy on the way here was like, I'm just pushing straight through on my brake pedals. And I was like, because brake fluid is hydroscopic and you're probably at way too high of a water content.
It was so dark.
But
Jeremy,
apparently he just had his brakes, his pads and his rotors done, and they just didn't change the fluid at all.
Yeah. It looked like, it was like black.
Oh, it's bad. Yeah. It's like, I want to go Karen that shop.
You should.
Like,
you really should.
Yeah, it's be like, you are going to kill my friend.
Speaking of Karens, I was a little bit of a Karen about my animosity towards Logan Paul. The first thing I had to say this morning is, I'm sorry, Hannah, for going off against Logan Paul. I still hate him, but what's up, Hannah? How was your weekend? How are you doing right now? What'd you do this weekend?
I'm good right now. Ready for another week. Getting back into the routine. I had a pretty restful weekend. Saw some friends, hung out with some friends, got my car figured out.
There you go.
For the one time, there's always something with the car, but we're good.
I like it.
What'd you do? What was wrong with it?
I had to get a new battery last week because my battery died, so then I had to go update the computer.
Is this the loaner car we're talking about, or your actual car?
My actual car, the Beamer.
You re-registered the battery? Because you have to. Did you get it?
It cost $100 for them to do something in a computer.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I could have done
my mic's not working.
Oh, her mic's not working apparently. Oh, it's working now. Yeah. Yeah. Calm down, everybody. Okay. A lot of battery work. I had to work on the battery to my lawnmower. I spent 6 hours mowing my yard. Quite an experience, but I had to kickstart the lawnmower. It's been sitting over the winter, you know what I mean? So
Does the grass grow?
is what it is. I mean, it grows a little bit. I have, over the septic area, it grows heavily, and I got to get the leaves out of there is the thing. I got to freshen everything up,
Did you know leaves actually prevent, bugs don't like it?
Bugs don't like it.
Bugs don't like leaves, so it keeps them kind of away from the house and stuff.
Okay. Well, that must have been why I have no bugs.
That was my motivation to not blow all the leaves out of my yard. I was told that. I was like, interesting. I'm just going to leave it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, I mean, I'm feeling great. It's a great day, great weekend to be in crypto. The halving, first and foremost, for everyone that's got a significant other out there, Valentine's Day is coming up. That hit me like a ton of bricks this morning. So make sure to, get the little notes and showing of appreciations that you can for your loved
And
ones.
remind them about March 14th.
March 14th.
S&BJ Day.
That's S&BJ Day.
Steak and BJ Day.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. And I'm glad that your name is worked into the whole holiday.
Is. Well, the best part about Valentine's Day is I have the best Valentine's Day card with my name.
Do you?
Roses are red, violets are blue. My name is BJ, and that's what you should do.
Oh my god!
I've been doing that one since high school. There's advantages to having this curse of a name.
Oh no. But yeah, man, it's coming right up, and along that line of things kind of coming right up, the Bitcoin halving is not too far away. There's a lot of 4-year cycle theory and different sorts of metrics that are built around the Bitcoin halving and the slashing of supply for new Bitcoin created. Coming around still around April 20th. But here's just a halving forecast from Kevin Svensson. Pumping into halving is what he's calling for, a dump into Q2, pump into Q3, an all-time high before the end of the year. And I honestly really don't hate this take at all. I feel very similar about this. Things to keep in mind, markets take time. Volatility is the name of the game. So we got to keep that in mind when we see these big, nasty drawdown potentials. These are the opportunity zones that we're looking for. And essentially, there's a lot of, I think it's more of like a bull flag is what he's looking at. We're forming in the larger time frame on the 1 week. And that little pull back after the halving is something that we should all definitely be prepared for. That's what's in my mind about potentially pulling some profits over the next few months for the property on different altcoins that I'm not a maxi about. I am a Chainlink maxi, but I have a couple good positions that are well in profit right now. It's just so hard. Is it the AVAX bag? Is it the ICP bag? Which one is getting a haircut? Should I buy the land? Let me know in the chat what you would do.
Buy the land.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it feels pretty important.
If it's like flat wooded area,
It's not flat, but it's that's kind of what I like about it. It's got a flat area where I can put a house, but it is very very guerrilla warfare style. It's very dug in. It's got large boulders, rocks, and things like that on the outside.
you got like 10 kids. That'd be great for them to play in.
Blockchain basement. Or bunker.
Start a
That's where we
farm.
put the bunker.
That was where we put
Where'd
the
you say
man.
Anna?
Start a farm.
Start a farm. That's
be dope.
Well, I have a prairie area that I am doing the farming at.
A prairie.
So yeah, a prairie. So this would be in addition to that little. I am going to be expanding my gardening. I'm glad you brought that up. Because
Wait,
it's
so
almost time to plant.
you have another kid coming? You said you're expanding your garden.
No, not that way. No.
Not
no.
metaphysical. You mean
Not
actual
that
garden.
way. Yeah, no, I just want to produce more food. Last season, I felt like I could have done more. They're small little boxes, just a bunch of them. So I'm just going to make a
I gotta get
gigantic
on
patch.
that. I gotta get on that.
You want to too?
Well,
We should have a planting party.
I gotta build the raised beds, and then we gotta start gardening.
It's a thing.
Dude,
The wife wants it.
a bunch of 2x4s.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Or
have
the
a
railroad
bunch.
ties. You have a bunch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God, we grow a bunch.
Well, I got a trailer, Aaron. So
There you go.
Let me know.
Someone asked an interesting question. Pink Floaty, what do y'all think Bitcoin conference will be like after the halving?
Oh man.
Because
I
if
mean,
anyone went during this past bear market, it was a lot different than the last bull market.
yeah, I mean,
Were you there? Did you go, BJ?
I went last year, so last May.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to be just long-term perspective. I don't think we'll be in the midst. When is that conference happening? Is it mid?
Oh man, it's
Nashville,
Nashville
too.
this year, which is completely different
I'll look
than
it up here.
Miami.
It
But
was in like February or March.
I don't know, but the Bull Run conference was like pretty epic, like massive volcano, all this stuff. Bear market, it was a nice conference, but
Bro,
compared, it was
Yeah,
This
her 22 was
a lot
like
smaller.
July 25th is when it's happening. I think they're going to be popping champagne bottles by now.
I mean, the Bull Run, I saw Kevin O'Leary, I saw Dave Portnoy, like all these people just up on stage and stuff.
Yeah. Shout out Kenneth Quinn, the new member. Question: have 100,000 Cardano, 1,000 Chainlink. Should I sell one and invest into the other, or just leave it as it is? Average buy-in for Cardano is at 30 cents. That's not an average. That's not a bad average buy at all on Cardano.
And I'd say just set it, forget it.
30 cent Cardano, I'd be
that's
chilling.
a good hold on Cardano. If you back the truck up and the average buy is 30 cents, that's good. Average link buy $15. Again, I still think that's a great entry point. It's nothing horrible. I do think that Link is going to accomplish a $200 billion market cap at the peak of the next bull market. So, I think that holding both of those might be wise at this point.
So you think Link's going to get close to Ethereum's market cap of last cycle?
Yeah, I do. And I agree with the chat here because, those are both really good bags. I would be holding on to that and then just adding to with other different projects.
Well, the nice thing is they're probably going to hit their all-time highs at different times.
Yeah.
So the nice thing is you can basically pull profits on one and then pull it on the other and don't really have to do it at the same exact time.
And for Chainlink and God, wasn't it Cardano? Didn't Cardano front run the rest of the market? I kind of want to look at
sometimes front runs and does it later because I think its all-time high was in September.
Let's see here.
It was like $3.50. It was
I think 320.
It was around the time when they were releasing the smart contract.
Yeah, it was in between
November 21st.
But I want to say it was around September.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm looking specifically into this question and your time frames. I'm trying to keep this all in mind. Bitcoin peaked in November of 2021. Cardano had its peak.
I guess September. I got really close.
August.
Nice.
I mean, late August.
Yeah, but that's still before Bitcoin. Bitcoin did its thing right about here. So Bitcoin hit its all-time high after Cardano did.
Oh, wait. I thought there was another pump in 21. So I didn't realize, it hit it that early.
Yeah, it did. It front ran the Bitcoin blow off top pretty well.
It was definitely before the all-time high.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad. Those are like, honestly, unless you have something like I am in this situation where I need to. I also found out that I need to buy a new fridge now, so I have a few different things playing into my mind when I'm thinking about taking these profits. It happens,
I know. Buy the land.
I know, buy land. God, this is a thing. The neighbor I have is going to give me a deal on it.
I know. I'm just telling you, if I was
deal.
in your situation, I would be tempted to buy land. I'd be very tempted, especially with the price you told me.
Yeah. It's less than one Alpha Black Lotus.
Oh God, that's insane to think about. That a magic card,
piece of paper,
a piece of paper.
Actually, it might even be less than a unlimited Black Lotus at this point.
I was looking at one of these old TikToks about Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
And he was talking about why I'm not on the mic.
The gate's too high.
You're good now.
You're good.
But he was saying like if the cards, like if the corners aren't perfect, then they're worth way less. Like the people in the comments were saying that. I was like, my Magic the Gathering cards would not hold their value.
Oh, I know.
If they have to be like pristine.
No, it's from the factory. So there was no QC during alpha, beta, and unlimited. So you can get a card straight out of a pack because they're still sealed packs. And it will be off center, and you won't get a gem rated 10, even though it's
out of production line.
Just straight out, because the QC was
same with Pokemon.
That's why there's so few gem rated 10s.
No. I captured a Ford Explorer in my tree line about half a year ago, and there, out of the vehicle, flew a small bag or a small box of pretty good Pokemon cards. And the person was drunk, evading something. They just ran off, and the police, wrecker came over and took the car. I found this pack of Pokemon cards like 2 weeks later. I was like, holy hell, this is pretty amazing. None of them were like groundbreaking, but I'm a fan of Pokemon. So I have a slight area of love and openness to collectibles in blockchain, NFTs, things like that. So this BlackRock Fidelity now hold $5.7 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETFs, or 134,000 Bitcoin.
So do they own more than the U.S. now?
Oh, there's so many questions about how many Bitcoin the U.S. actually own.
And then if BlackRock is really the fourth branch of the government now, does technically the U.S. own double the amount they did?
Right. Maybe the U.S. government, if unofficial, was selling to the unofficial government, BlackRock.
I mean, BlackRock is the unofficial U.S. government or the unofficial world government?
I wouldn't say that the world government per se. I think that the Middle East money definitely outdoes BlackRock.
Trumps us.
Yeah, it does. But BlackRock, it's got a there's a lot of weird things BlackRock's done in the past, like Blackwater, privatizing a 25-year conflict, things of that nature that the world's seen. They're like, wow, that company actually is pretty in bed with the U.S. government. So just interesting to keep in mind how much Bitcoin they have together right now. 134,000. That's a bit of Bitcoin. We have Marathon, largest Bitcoin miner, sold 0 Bitcoin in January and bought 183 Bitcoin at an average price of $39K. A Bitcoin miner also buying the Bitcoin. Pretty nice to see long-term conviction. I think Marathon's going to be a big player. This is kind of odd statement from someone who's supposed to be the creator of Bitcoin and the Bitcoin ethos. My week, I will submit a doctoral thesis on European CBDC solutions. I have written white papers for multiple inventions. The patents are in filing. Why in the world would someone that supposedly this decentralized, open, transparent system,
because he's not,
be simping for CBDCs? Exactly, he's not.
Craig is such a
yeah. It's pretty sad. Oh, you got the Van Eck Cup. They sent us the Van Eck Cup right now.
I was about to say, forget BlackRock and Fidelity.
They got the Van Eck going on.
Ticker HODL.
Did they send that to us?
HODL.
They sent it to you?
Mm-hmm. And I got a little hat. I'll wear the hat tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
And it's Yeti.
This channel brought to you by Van Eck. Right? That feels weird saying.
Shout out Van Eck. It's a literal Yeti. We love Van Eck. They're the best Bitcoin ETF.
Yeah.
Ticker HODL. HODL.
I liked them. I like their shit posting on Twitter.
Yeah. The intern is the best.
Yeah. So yeah, kind of weird from Mr. Craig White. Now this is just to highlight El Salvador's Nayib Bukele has been reelected with 90% of the vote. El Salvador's
Look
Trump.
at those hair plugs, bro.
I mean, he's really working on keeping that image together. Yeah, he's putting out the aura.
That's what they look like.
I don't know that. Press 1 in chat if you think those are hair plugs too, but
I think it's just good gel
There's
and a
nothing
good
wrong
barber.
with that.
No, there's a weird patchiness to that.
You think so? Let us know in the chat.
That doesn't look like natural growth patterns.
Yeah, okay. I have a jacked up chin line. I smashed my chin on a half pipe when I was a kid and cracked, and it was awful. So I have like a strip on my my face that doesn't grow. So
I just noticed you got rid of your Abe Lincoln chin strap.
Okay, I did.
You went from Giga Chad to Sugar Ray cover band.
Sugar Ray, I love Sugar Ray.
Oh, I can tell by that goatee.
Oh my God, Sugar Ray was my jam.
They were like a pretty heavy band before that song came out. And they were like, you know what? F it. Let's just sell out and make some money.
When it's over.
And they did.
Can I still come over? All right. Kovalevsky letter. 30% of all stocks in China have been halted. China CSI 1000 index slides 8% in a matter of hours. Chinese stock market indexes today not doing great. 8%, 5% down, 4% down, etc. That's a big move for a very large stock market to be moving in. And the trading has been halted. We have a little bit more on this. What is going on in China? The rest of the world is so-called decoupled. In 2015, U.S. equities would have crashed along with China. And I thought this was a very, very important note to take right now. We see China having difficulties, not looking so intrinsically connected to the U.S. stock market. It is losing out to India, as I've noted over and over the past few weeks. Once I saw that data point emerging and seeing this problem happening in China gives me the overscope modus operandi that we are going to see the money printer come on in China first and foremost to fix the problem. M2 money supply increasing, and thus our markets moving back into risk assets. Beyond all of the scam and the words of what Jerome Powell said over this weekend, I do have a clip of I'll just play a little bit of this. I know we probably heard it on the morning, but I got some thoughts here. Are you ready for this, Owen? All right, then.
Jerome Powell, the chair of the Federal Reserve, may have just rescued the economy from inflation without throwing millions out of work. When Americans were suffering through the highest inflation in 40 years, Powell's Fed raised interest rates 11 times to cool the economy. Economists expected a recession, but now inflation is tumbling while employment is near a 50-year high. Thursday, we met Powell for a rare interview to talk about interest rates, remaining dangers, and the one question that's on everyone's mind. Is inflation dead?
I wouldn't go quite so far as that. What I can say is that inflation has come down really over the past year and fairly sharply over the past 6 months. We're making good progress. The job is not done, and we're very much committed to making sure that we fully restore price stability for the benefit of the public.
But inflation has been falling steadily for 11 months.
Right.
You've avoided a recession.
Avoided a recession. Okay.
Dude, he's like the perfect, like, if Betty White was like the perfect grandma, that just you believed anything she said.
Absolutely. Right.
He is the perfect teddy bear grandpa
Absolutely.
where you're like, you're just so full of shit.
Yeah.
But like, you still make me smile, but you're just so full of it.
And okay, there's so many things here, but you successfully avoided a recession. How does it make you feel? Oh, great, man. We changed
the definition 11
we gave it our under 10%, man. We called up Wikipedia and everybody.
I love how everyone's in the same spot on that.
Dude, I know. Yeah, thank you for that. That was it's so insane to see 60 Minutes, this like trusted, massive news interview organization. I grew up knowing about 60 Minutes. They were big, important interviews. Barbara Walters. Barbara Walters. And to just move past that and be like, oh, thanks, Bill. That is the first and foremost scam. But then you successfully avoided the economy collapsing and people not having to lose their jobs. How does it make you feel? Oh, it feels great. And here's the other thing that we changed on the dynamic of how we take this information in is that all jobs added in the past year have been part-time workers. There's been a net outflow and a lowering of people employed in full-time positions over the past year. It's a bold-faced lie. And, all of these jobs being gained from the part-time side just shows that there's more and more pain for the everyday person that's having to work multiple gigs to just barely stay afloat. And, it's not great in the economy. You have many, many people that are talking about the problems they're having, just keeping up with day-to-day expenses. And to say that, you saved their jobs, Jerome, good job. And we avoided a recession, just lie on top of another lie on top of another lie. It is absolutely disgusting. And then the 2% or the arbitrary 2% target that they have makes no sense when they literally know that they're printing more than that per year. How does that equate that that's something that you can accomplish in one hand and the other? It doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense to me. What does make sense is the entire reason why this economic train is driving off a cliff in the next 10 years. Thus, a gargantuan conflict on a world scale will ensue. Now, this is the government interest payments crossing $1 trillion. This is not a meme coin graph. This is the interest payments that our government is having to make on its outstanding debt. That is absolutely a sign of systemic sickness, not just weakness. This is the death toll. And when we, it is my opinion, we're at the end of the kind of season for world dominance on the scale that we've seen and grown up with here in the United States. Some things are going to be happening on the macroeconomic side, which is why we see us moving against Iran, simultaneously hoisting up the arms going to the Ukraine, and trying to position ourselves geopolitically as allies and strong protectors of Taiwan. My God, there's a lot of things going on right now. And in essence, I just highlighted it here. This will end with a secondary Bretton Woods agreement made. For anyone that is unfamiliar, Bretton Woods was just decided upon after World War II. The victors, the U.S. and NATO, fomented the basic world reserve currency design and who was going
would
to
you rather
control
have,
that.
Bretton Woods 2.0 or a return to Jekyll Island?
Oh, God. A return to Jekyll Island.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Jekyll Island's down here. I realized that it's just outside Savannah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think so.
45 minutes.
We gotta go take a boat ride out there. I
You
feel
can
like.
take dogs on that beach too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go. I just want to go there. Get the vibes from it. But yeah, it's just insane seeing this. Good job on avoiding a recession and saving everyone's jobs. It's not the truth, and they will just continue to lie. They've printed at least half of all U.S. currency ever in existence over the past 4 years. It's not slowing down, and this is why I Bitcoin. So this is just another highlight on these feds and their scams. 2 years ago today, the largest document storage facility for Wall Street burned to the ground. The day came after the Justice Department announced that they were launching an investigation into short sellers. They hauled the evidence away on fire and OSHA violation. They literally took the documents out while they were still burning. The investigation came following the AMC GameStop multi-billion-dollar theft from retail. 60 hedge fund managers were to undergo investigations for manipulative short selling. Authorities concluded that a falling shelf took out the entire building's sprinkler system that was located on the roof.
What's funny is they say it was a short selling. No, the reason everybody found out is it was 130% shorted.
Yeah.
Which just can't happen.
Right.
That's why GameStop and everybody else was like, wait a minute. Sometimes there's signs, and you guys just gave us a road flare.
Absolutely, man. I mean,
that's
where there's
insane.
smoke, there's fire.
Oh, there was both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is important to note. This is how, the country has been just lulled to sleep and gaslighted into a point where they think that there's no saving, is because the higher echelon of banks and financial institutions get to just arbitrage data, hide the history as they see fit, and we keep moving along. Yeah, that darn shelf falling.
I'm trying to even
scam.
picture that in my head, and it does not make sense.
I mean, you can, if you're in a forklift and you're in a logistics warehouse, you can take that whole MFR down. If you hit one of those stack shelves that's got like thousands of pounds of material on it,
yeah.
But a documents warehouse, and then servers, kind of hard to believe.
Quite the domino effect.
Get that halon going.
Yeah. So that's all going on, but. While this is all going on and we've been lulled to sleep, good thing Apple Vision Pro came out with their new headsets. And here's The Simpsons.
To really put the blinders over people's eyes.
Here's The Simpsons just giving us a real good understanding of where we're headed here. So, and I don't think this fad is going to last very long. I do think that people are going to find these things cumbersome and honestly a little bit silly at a point. But not a great feeling. I have a few of these things. This is kind of what it feels like in today's society, as we just want to find these new systems to basically stare at only, instead of engaging with our family or our friends. This is the Titanic if it was filmed in 2024, letting Jack go after she gets his biometric scan so she can check Instagram and slap him down. So just kind of feels that way. I'm a little salty about this rolling out. We did also see this from Apple Hub. Introducing new biometric system. Obviously, we assumed that they already handle and intake biometric data, but they're rolling out the system with the Apple Vision Pro itself. Touch ID in iPhone 5S, Face ID in 2017 with the iPhone X, and now Optic ID with 2024's version of the Vision Pro.
When's the rectal scanner coming?
Man, the brown eye?
Yeah, where you just, you put in an Apple probe.
Oh, that's a good name for it.
Yeah.
You should try to get rights to that.
I got it already.
That's a good call. That's a good call. You got to lock up that ENS, man.
You can join the beta version for that.
Speaking of ENS.
Hey, no beta.
Yeah, we have some ENS story. We had this web registry GoDaddy, Ethereum name service, domain.
God, I thought that
names
was
with
somebody
crypto
else,
wallets.
the top of their head. Thank God, that's not who I thought it was. From there for a second, I was like, no!
Oh my God. Users will be able to link their internet domain names with the ENS addresses. Ethereum name service, a domain name protocol that runs atop Ethereum, reached an agreement with GoDaddy to allow users to link their internet domains with their addresses for free. Pretty darn cool. GoDaddy's a pretty big company with a lot of web domains it oversees. Web3 adoption by mainstream companies slowed down during the bear market, obviously, yada, yada, yada.
That's where I have my domain Hobotoes is registered.
You got Hobotoes?
So-
I own Hobotoes.com. We got to do something with it.
So because of
Man, what do we do
this,
with Hobotoes?
I don't know, but it seemed like such a banger for $15 a year.
What do you got, Anna?
so like we could send hobotoes.com $10 from a crypto wallet and it would go to your wallet.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. It's a crypto wallet address.
Do you have to link them?
It looks like you do. Let's read on here. So Beyonce owns Beyonce.xyz. This is just an example. She can set up a wallet just by going into the GoDaddy page and entering the address. Makes it pretty easy to do. That's nice to see.
The XYZs, I would stay away from those personally because it's like every scammer uses an XYZ.
Dude, Baker B has a Cardano handle I still need to get.
What? I got some great.
He got me a Drew's Cardano handle.
I have Pelosi Trading.
You have Pelosi Trading?
I have Felon Yellen.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Blunt Man.
Oh, my God.
Pay me my ADA. Like, people were dumping these for like 10 ADA, and I was like, look, the potential upside is worth at the time.
That's
like
true.
$3.
That's true. I remember last bull market, some of these domains were selling for insane money.
Yeah. And, technically, I'm sorry, I paid for it, but Taco and I were doing some extracurricular activities where we thought it was really hilarious, but we saw that Penis Pump was for ADA. So
Penis Pump.
We're technically co-owners of penispump.ada.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
That's crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
But Felon Yellen.
That's a good one. That's
And Blunt Man, I think I own Absolute Vodka, Altcoin,
Damn,
Altcoin
that's nice.
Daily. Like, I'm squatting on some ADA handles.
Have you guys checked out Zeta Chain? Maybe I should take it a little bit seriously. I've seen it popping up on charts here and there. Haven't done a deep dive into it. I could get sidetracked here for a minute. Check out Zeta Chain. Let's see here. This is just going to be a cursory price action view. $320 million market cap. Small amount of the circulating supply out so far at 11%. Let's see here. Fully diluted market cap sits at 2.8 bill. Current 300 mil. Let's get all time. Looks like a pretty new project. Let's see here. We only got about, less than a month. This is like brand new. My God, this data I have on it goes only to January 31st. This one I'm going to have to do.
Is it that new or just on CMC? It's that new.
Let's see where we got with the Twitters here. 900, almost 1 million followers. Not bad. They tweeting good. They're just reposting. I mean, that's, it's not great.
Who's following the Twitter?
Yeah, let's see that.
It's always a good sign.
ALL Radio Control and Nova up here in the chat. Let's see here. Infinite Crypto. Small Face No Toe. I swear to the Lord, we
That's
have
someone in the chat, right?
That's someone in the chat, and I swear to God, we have the meme custom, and I hope you took that meme and spread it far and wide, my friend, because that is one of my favorite pictures. R.I.P. Charlie Munger. That's a Munger Pepe combo special. But no massive names. Average Joe Crypto, shout out to you, dude. Jay Childs. A couple people I know for sure. Lark Davis, interesting. So
okay, so Lark Davis is in there.
We gotta maybe I'll give him a follow here. I'll give him a follow. I'll start tracking him, see what I think about him in the longer term. My handle is Longonada, just Jim. Headed on Telegram,
But I
etc.
think you just go to I thought it was just AdaHandle something.
You should link me. Let me know. I mean, this is I think handles are going to be just a resurging narrative. They were a big deal for a short amount of time in the last bull market.
Yeah, handle.tools.
Handle.tools, is that?
But it's super nice because it's I can literally be $237. Just send it there.
Yeah.
And as long as the ADA handle is in your wallet, we'll go there.
Okay.
So
okay. My wife even has one, I think, for her sewing company.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just super quick. It's similar to like Cash App, where it's like $ in your name.
Well, and we liked
And
it for the
then-
business aspect. It's easy to send
Well,
to.
and then you can make subdomains under it.
Yeah.
So the fact that I own Bluntman, then I can do like bluntman.aaron, bluntman dot whatever. So I think it's very underutilized so far. But the 3 digits were the ones a lot of people were trying to grab.
And there's a lot of reason for it, making it easier to send crypto, not this gigantic string of numbers that confuses people when they're on the front end. I mean, if they're not in crypto and self-custodying, their assets, that looks a little weird.
I think the weirdest thing about the ENSs right now is that like the GoDaddy partnership was only with Ethereum.
Yeah.
So it's not like multi-chain yet, but they said it will be in the future. But I'm like, what if you were trying to send somebody Cardano and you sent it to the ENS address?
If you were trying to do it with Cardano, it would actually potentially work.
Really?
Well, I'm making the joke that Ethereum's just so dead.
Oh my
Like,
god!
why are we
I
even
feel like
bothered?
most things.
But
are
you
on
can't send
Ethereum, though.
you can't
That's
send
why.
Cardano to an ENS name.
Not
won't work.
yet, but I think you have. I mean, obviously, I have confirmational bias here, but I think you are going to be more likely to be able to have interoperability from Ethereum into ADA, as an ADA can accept it, versus the other way around. So, like for example, like Pudgy's, I don't know if they've fully migrated over to Cardano, but like there's a lot of ERC20s that have converted over to Cardano. I haven't seen a lot of things that have converted over to ETH. So
Pudgy Penguins is on Cardano.
They're on Ethereum. But
Well, they're definitely based on.
they
Ethereum.
might be they're based on Ethereum.
Yeah.
They
I was
might
like,
be,
did I miss something?
Pudgy Penguins. That's something I've faded and I hate myself for.
Yeah,
at least I
same.
have the Boogaloo Pudgy. I got the one with the Hawaiian shirt.
Yes.
I think he even has a helmet on.
A collectible,
Safety
yeah.
first.
I want to talk about, have you guys heard or seen Farcaster?
Forecaster? What's
Farcaster.
that? Oh, Fallcaster.
It's a Farcaster,
Farcaster.
FAR. It's
Okay.
in Slack.
Let me go in
Farcaster.
here.
Very
See.
brief, but it's
Jeremy
like,
was dropping all kinds of stuff in here too. Appreciate you, Jeremy.
oh, that was me on Jeremy's account.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, shout out Hannah.
I was like, dang, Jeremy got all crypto on us there real quick.
He's turning into a fan. I think, like at first he was unsure of me. I think I'm growing on him. Just a lot of, I'm just, I mean well for everyone,
The
Even if,
truth will set you free.
what is
will.
this? Farcaster. What the hell is this thing?
Yeah, it just started popping up today. Thread Guy is doing a space on this right now with 500 people in it, but this is like a decentralized social media platform. I saw somebody talking about Twitter, Farcaster, and another one called Lens
is this
today
gonna be like friend tech?
in a tweet, and then now everybody's talking about Farcaster. So yeah, here's the new Friend Tech, the new Stars Arena. It's like a decentralized Twitter, I guess.
Go ahead and put your wallet in the chat. Hannah.
We will be hearing about this for the next few weeks, I'm sure.
Yeah, how did Threads go? How did friend tech go?
What was that other
Everybody
one on
wait to
AVAX?
sign up until I have a referral code. I'll tweet it. Okay, go follow me. on
Aaron is
Twitter.
bearish on this.
Very, very.
Well,
Very bearish.
we just see a lot of them die. I mean, you have to try. You can't get lucky if you ain't at the fair.
Listen, I made money on Friend Tech. I'm gonna
It's
be
a
real
cash
transparent.
grab.
I liquidated my Friend Tech last night, and I definitely
Did
made,
you really?
Yeah, and it
so
was
you're
fun.
out of friend tech now.
How much did you make?
Yeah, I'm done with Friend Tech. I'm not telling you how much, but it was for me.
Cash
It was like
grab.
decent.
It's a
Like I'm
move.
not mad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was fun. And that's
Okay. So Farcaster.
Like,
Hopefully it's not a
I
far
keep
reach.
hearing a silent T every time you say that.
Farcaster.
Fartcaster.
Fartcaster. Ooh, that's what it should have been.
oh
Should've
lord.
been.
That they could have had some good logos with
Yeah,
that.
they really could have made some noise with that one.
Yeah. Let's see here. So
I caught on.
I have
One day I'll grow up.
all right, so I'll
never.
go into some alt stuff before I go into my crazy conspiracy theories.
Oh, boy.
The world to come. Oh, crypto prices. It is backed by Jane Street, new L1, launched day after FTX confirmed not to be relaunching. Oh,
Intriguing.
I like the coincidentals there. Thank you, crypto pricey. BJ, we might have to find out who runs this company. Who's the seed
Sam.
investor? The Sam.
It's literally Sam.
Oh my
Sam,
god.
yeah.
FTX is
The
over.
liquidity pools like soap and cigarettes from prison. He just like builds this little pillow sack full of all his goods he's collecting or something.
He's
like
playing
100
League of Legends, guys.
Yeah.
That's
He's
what he's doing.
Zeta.
This is interesting to see, guys. This is from Arthur Hayes. Pendle and EtherFi were mentioned by Bloomberg. He makes it clear he's got bags. I don't have bags of this. I've just been talking about the insane growth that's been coming to the networks, and good on anyone that got in early through the last year that we've been ranting about Pendle because it's gone parabolic. Now, crypto's latest billion-dollar bet comes with layered risks. Restaking on Ether has become the latest big thing. Some protocols offering returns around 30% to restake. And there's been a lot of talks about, what is restaking. This is just a simple explanation. Obviously, I'm not a developer or designer, so I'm not going to get into specifics here. But Ethereum restaking involves reusing staked Ethereum tokens to secure other decentralized protocols. Yeah, so this basic staking refers to network participants locking up a certain amount of crypto on chain to secure the network in exchange for those staking rewards. But Eigenlayer is one of these restaking protocols, and it deploys smart contracts on Ethereum so that ETH stakers can then restake their assets on external protocols. Eigenlayer just acts as the conduit through which it can restake your staked ETH tokens, as well as the decentralized trust marketplace for stakers. So, and reading this is like up and coming projects that want to build out quickly and that don't want to have to design smart contracts from the ground up and that don't want to necessarily compete with what Ethereum's already built can utilize the security that's already there on the Ethereum network to grow on. So it's kind of an interesting take to see come to DeFi. I know there's lots of worries about compounding, leverage on leverage on leverage type situations. I don't think it's necessarily so intrinsically dangerous as that, but it's more so in my view, these up and coming protocols just wanting to have that security lended to them through Ethereum. So I don't think it's anything to throw the bathwater out over in general, essentially. I don't feel that way. But it was interesting seeing Bloomberg talking about these two projects. Pendle is definitely just having no chill. Obviously, we don't have any good entry points at this point. I'm not going to say it's a good spot to get in right now because it has absolutely exploded. And Pendle is, it acts as a vault for liquidity, and each vault has a certain amount of time that you're locked in to that pool for. So you have to think about that if you're choosing different pools, trying to time out where the market is in relevance to where your entry point is or will be. So important to keep in mind. Now, Link, we're going to talk about Link. Sitting here, holding on just barely above $19 right now. But my God, it felt like the FOMO was kicking into this project over the weekend here. Now, this is the channel I felt like we were trapped in. Basically just very simple hillbilly style lines on the most common hit points right about there. And I am looking at this and, if this is the same measure move from here, I like to go from about the center of the new channel.
How do you do that part? Sorry. On the measured move.
Yeah. So it's
so you
basically
made your channel. You're just grabbing a line from
the center, the value area,
okay.
And then basically pulling that and just replicating it. It does come a little bit short. It comes up at $23.73. But something on the $30 side I'm looking out for is I think we're going to cook for a bit. I think it's going to take some time to really build up the momentum to get up to 30. But once we hit there, I do expect pretty immense sell pressure, even before it in the $28 range. So I am keeping that in mind.
Somebody just said dog with hat is a scam. The Ethereum one definitely was.
Wasn't there like a...
somebody made an Ethereum one.
Was that one of the founders?
Supposedly, I would need to look into it more. Some people claimed it was, and then they did a bunch of research where it wasn't. And then I just gave up caring because I wasn't invested in it.
Well, meme coins.
I don't know the
kind of
actual
died
answer.
off.
Their stuff's still ripping.
Where's Snick at? Hold on. Snick. I believe in Snick. We have the drinks. This channel brought to you by Snick.
I still refuse to drink
Just kidding, but potentially.
I mean, I don't like
sucralose.
sucralose. For a sucralose-based energy drink, it actually tastes pretty good. I don't like artificial sweeteners.
It just looks sweet just by looking at the can.
It's not too bad.
I don't hate this chart at all, bro. Look at this chart, guys. Hold on.
Yeah,
this is not bad.
Perfectly fine.
This is really not too shabby at all. This is the all-time graph for Sneck. Obviously, the insane chaos of an initial release. trying to gather some steam and some support where it's at right now, chaotically spoken, because I know that the rest of meme coins, there's a lot of pain had on Solana meme coins this weekend. There's a lot of influencers, kind of, feel a little bit sorry for themselves. And it was pretty brutal to see. Snick, I do think, is going to be a ripper.
Some IAGON. Speaking of this, since we're already on this topic, I put it in the chat.
Yes.
Is Milk switched to version V2?
Yeah.
So I believe Muesli Swap posted something. It was like a week and a half ago that you have to go and migrate your tokens if you're in that project at all.
Yeah.
And I believe the longer you take to do it, the less your rewards are. So I believe it was initially 1-to-1. I don't know what it's at now.
Look at Trump coin.
Yeah, but if you got some milk,
What's Trump coin
definitely
doing?
go to the
Nicole
Muesli
is
Swap.
bringing out. She's looking up for it to get back to $2. I think it's going to definitely get there.
I hope she took some profits.
I know. I hope.
Nicole.
Yeah. That's you could say it, but it's hard taking profits.
I know, it's so hard.
It's hard taking profits.
I struggle with that.
I don't think the narrative for Trump is gone at all whatsoever. It's literally just getting started.
I was about to say just getting started.
Yeah, so I don't think that I'm still long-term bullish on this. I'm still hating myself for being so greedy on my entry point that I wanted it to go back down to $10 million market cap before I hammered in, because I was sitting here freaking out about this thing literally right before the gigantic pump. So holy hell. But glad that I could call it out, and I know some people got into it. Bobby really is my friend these days. He's like this one. I wonder where Biden token is. It's almost a necessity that we check out where Reptilian Zucker Biden stands on the charts. Not bad. Not bad at all. These political tokens, these are actually pretty.
Reptilian Zucker Biden.
Good Lord.
I love this. I love this so much.
This one's actually back up a little.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, this is not a bad looking graph if I'm looking at it from just the overscope. So, little chaos for you if you want to sprinkle some chaos into your life. Now, let's see what else I got. This is chaos. Look at that. This is the face of safe and effective right
Oh my
here.
God.
Safe and effective,
Wow.
folks. Just a retired medicine air vice marshal with the aerospace and military industry, gloating about the sixth jab. If the first go around's not enough, and the immense amount of pain and injuries and unreported deaths were not enough for this jab shill.
Look, I really don't like to comment on any of this live, but look up something called T-cell exhaustion and then look back at this.
Yeah. That's a dude. Is that a dude? I thought it was
immunology has not
It's a dude?
changed, and people are acting like it has.
I know.
There's-
Well, they want more control.
Let's just say, if somebody cries wolf enough times, don't you stop paying attention? That's essentially what you're doing to your immune system. But
Yeah.
that's all I'm going to say with
That's
that.
a pretty hot take right there.
Not really. There's
In this day and age, it is. Okay.
literally dozens and dozens and dozens of scholarly articles that do randomized clustered trials that back up what I'm saying.
Dude, I wonder if Biden's tokens have Bidenomics. That's a really good question.
Mhm.
Bidenomics.
It's funny.
In the token
So it
realm.
just inflates itself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it just hyperinflates itself eventually into out of existence. This is just a reminder for my CCW friends.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
this is-
I'm going to go ahead and crypto alpha. That feels like that's ban worthy.
God. I mean,
Where?
where is it? Yeah, that's don't be weird. Please don't be
Yeah.
weird. Much love to everyone. And honestly, keeping things to yourself, that's sometimes things like that are better done that way. But here's something else that I like to keep to myself, and that's the fact of just being out in public, not being open carrying. This is what it looks like for everyone carrying one in a casino, though. 100% no, and don't care unless you're there scaring the hose. So carry on. This is their detection system. I definitely believe this to be true. I've seen some of these things being tested earlier on when I worked in security and armed guard jobs. So, I wouldn't.
It definitely doesn't
wouldn't put
pick
it
up
past.
knives.
Doesn't pick up knives, you don't think?
Last time I was in Vegas, I was carrying my Benchmade the entire time, and I have a fixed blade. And
Well, it's not like they're going to come. The point is, they're not going to come stop you unless you're being a prick.
yeah, but I mean, Dude, with how Vegas has been recently, I was like, I ain't going to Vegas without something.
Oh God, what if it's a colostomy bag? I doubt it. But
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
I don't think so.
I think. Well, I was gonna say you can
I
store
also,
the bag however you want.
Hudson talked about these.
What
I think I
is
need to try
this?
this. Make one of these for my wife. My wonderful
Cocoa
wife,
Puff
Tia.
cold
Cocoa
brew?
Puff cold brew.
What?
Make it a cold brew and then putting Cocoa Puffs at the top. Seems like a very intriguing crunch with the coffee. You know what I mean?
Yum.
I think it looks delicious.
I used to live on Cocoa Puffs.
You did?
Yeah, once it gets perfectly soggy enough. Oh,
Yeah. This looks absolutely wonderful. I think I'm gonna have to try this out. Let's see
It's
what
a
else. other
Disney
chaos.
drink.
Oh yeah, I might be putting one of these in sometime. Looking pretty nice, utilizing technology along with outside surveillance systems and new
there's
robotics.
That is
Yep.
the
There's a
girl
gun in there.
from.
there is.
That's the girl from Red Light, Green Light on Squid Games. That's the doll.
That's the doll. I've never seen Squid Games. Am I screwing
pretty
up here?
wild.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Okay.
I didn't make it very far. I don't like reading captions.
You don't have to. You
Yeah,
just turn it on
I think I
English.
need to watch Squid. What do they call it?
Squid Game.
Squid Games.
So I'm curious how it knows like to pull the trigger or not.
Well, I've seen it set up in Airsoft before, and it's basically operated on a remote control. So it's the operator that can. It's not auto. You know what I mean? And you do operate them as an operator. You don't let AI run.
I'd
it.
be very interested if you look at those two brackets. There's not a lot of welding on that.
Oh,
Basically the we'll say the vertical.
yeah, right
Like,
there.
it's
You're
like,
looking.
I'm very interested how much that's gonna flex when you shoot that.
Well, you know what, BJ? The only way we can find out is to try.
Yeah.
So
I think just seeing that alone would make me get off the property.
think,
I'm out of there. See ya.
I definitely, I love these new systems. Just ideas as a prepper, having something like that, a little turret that I can turn on instead of having to get up and fight back against the whole gang outside of my house. Man, just being able to log in, hot times. This is the scam about wind turbines. I think I'm going to save this rant for tomorrow. How the wind energy, system in general has been scamming people and investment managers for billions of dollars. Maybe not trillions, but definitely in the billions.
Just make vertical turbines. They're
I
much
know.
more efficient.
I know. Here's someone complaining about Starbucks and Target shutting down after everyone was looting them in Baltimore. That's the way it goes. Then we have Americans have no idea how bad it is right now. This is a cop in Colorado that is bringing attention the amount of proven Al Qaeda and terrorists that have been arrested within Denver. 50 within the last month. So not great. A lot of people with very bad backgrounds popping up in mainstream cities. And, honestly, I'm insanely concerned about this building up in those locations. I know in the woods it's probably going to be all right, or in rural locations, but I do emphasize to keep your heads up and your wits about you in those locations, especially as we are approaching the protest season and everyone going to get worked up and, all the psyops that follow along with that. So I think I covered everything
Well, I
pretty
got
well
those two
today.
if we want to do that one Solana article I put.
Oh, yeah. Let's
And
bring
then
it up. Hold on.
Also
hold on.
the Thumbfin one, because I got to give a shout out to No Trouble Magazine.
Let's see here. Where are you?
My mic's like falling.
Here we go. This is the Solana. This is from Many Thanks to Stake with Pride for bringing this to light. Many people need to be aware of. Failed on-chain transactions represent more than 62% of total transactions. This is what? They are included in the transactions per second of Solana. What the fuck? No. Big if true. How can this be acceptable? Is this the future? Failed on-chain transactions represent 0% on Algorand. Man, Algorand, your price action sucks.
Well, so nobody's using Algorand, so.
Holy shit. What a terrible
I'll sell
comparison
my
to make,
algo when
dude.
I break even.
Where is Algorand? But
Like-
hold on. I'm going to get distracted.
16 or 19
I think it's
cents.
like, it's like 16 cents right now. It's almost giving
I'm
back.
selling
all
when I
its
break
gains.
even, put into Chainlink.
Yeah. Okay. You're kind of disenchanted with the whole ISO narrative at this point. I get it. I understand.
A little.
I get it. I'm not even talking about the optimistic finality on Solana, where in reality, Users must wait 12 seconds to be certain that their transaction will not be reversed. On Algorand, there's an instant transaction finality, yada, yada, yada.
That seems very gameable.
Yeah, very much so. Solana failed non-vote transaction. I mean, the source of this is so shilly on Algorand. It leaves in question. Let's go to Dune.
Yeah.
Let's check this out. Let's see here. Solana vote versus
Yeah, you just got my
non-vote.
yawn. I didn't charge for that one.
What'd you say?
Owen zoomed in on me while I was yawning.
Oh, well, I mean, you're beautiful when you yawn.
You're beautiful.
Yeah. So at least they do bring out the sources on this, but this does not look great. Failed non-vote percent 67 over 37. That kind of is a little bit awkward. I think, before speaking on like, yes, it's true, I got to be careful. I'm seeing the
they're
source coming
shilling
from
the shit out of Algorand.
I know, it's just tons of algo praise. Where in the hell is Algorand? What happened to Algorand?
Like 16 or 19 cents.
I gotta see. Where is Gilbert Grape? Let's see here. 16. You nailed it.
I check it almost every day because I want to sell it when I break even.
Should we do that last amazing article from No Trouble?
Yeah, let's go in here.
I got to give these guys a shout out.
No trouble.
Yeah.
No trouble.
Our biggest holdings, ADA. That's mine. That's
yours
BJ's.
is? What's your biggest holding, BJ? Let me know.
I mean, ADA or an ADA alt.
What? You have an ADA alt that might be outweighing your ADA bag?
I mean, Snake's up there.
Well, but it grew. It started small in comparison, and then you built. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I put like 200 ADA into that, and it's
that's pretty awesome.
That's like as big as your ADA holding now.
It's a very large percent.
Hannah, what is your biggest holding? I'm curious. What is your biggest holding?
I think right now my biggest is Ethereum.
I almost died. Biggest is Ethereum?
Right now, I believe.
Is that from the Friend Tech move? Or?
Probably.
Partially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so you're making it up and come. Owen, what is your biggest bag? I need to know. Bitcoin? Okay, playing it safe. A little missionary, not a problem. My biggest bag is obviously Chainlink.
Shocker.
And, God.
Drew is doing well
Thank
on
you for the
Chainlink, though.
membership.
Yeah,
$0.
shout out. Gifted one membership.
Hello.
Oh yeah, you almost blew something up.
I knocked over the speaker and it spilled Drew's drink.
Well, it was a secret speaker. I didn't let you know it was there. Nick was jamming out.
Well, they're
to,
waterproof, so you're fine.
Here you go.
Thank you.
We were jamming out to Cake, but saw a pretty amazing article this morning highlighting one of our beloved people here in the basement, BJ, and his. I love this product. I'll chill it till the end of the year.
Dude, I got a shout out to Kevin Johnson, who this is the second. They did a write up right after NAM and also did this, but like yesterday midday, my email was just blowing up, just being like, "You have a new order. You have a new order. You have a new order."
This is crazy.
I'm up to like almost 50 orders in the past 24 hours because of this guy. So like, if you're into music, just go shout these dudes out. They're super awesome.
You got some
super
benefits
supportive.
on like longevity of bass players too. If you do help, I mean, how do you prove that you're reducing the tendon stress? But like that's a big deal.
You could do testing for that.
Yeah.
But you can also just feel it.
Yeah, absolutely. Playing the bass, man, that even if you're practiced in on it, like, some of those riffs, man.
I still got to figure out, I got to update the website because like suction cups still don't love matte finishes. So I still need to figure that out. Although some weird recommendations I've heard is putting a tiny bit of Vaseline in the suction cup.
Oh.
And I was like, that doesn't seem like that would work.
Oh.
But right now they don't work at all on matte finishes.
Okay.
Which is a very small percentage of bases, and it tends to be very, very, very high-end bases.
Okay.
So,
This is where we have to go into R&D.
we
you gotta
do,
have to do some
and then
R&D.
I've been trying to mess around with like static cling stickers. Like I still got to figure that out, but it works on a greater majority of instruments.
Pretty cool to see, dude. I am a huge fan of you.
So, but No Trouble is definitely giving me the hookup.
I love
Don't
this.
forget about us, PJ.
They're calling about elegant new bass.
Ooh.
The ergonomic design created to
Oh,
optimize.
a lot of this is from my website.
I know.
When I wrote all the explanations on the website, I was like, I'm going full Giga Chad douchebag mode. Like, is the best product that has ever been product. I'm like, I get this is what you're supposed to do.
Dude, you're just like the longer you stay in the basement, you're turning into a giga chat.
I am. It's awesome.
Yeah. Looks like Gonzo lag. Biggest hold is ADA, followed by ETH, and then Solana, then Snake. Nice. Padrino looks like he loves Link. Let's see here. I saw a few other people. Mike Bennett holding Menace. That's a sneaky pick. Chainlink, Celestia. I picked up some Celestia 2 weeks ago. Jupiter. It's all the hotness right now, that Solana Jupiter drop. We'll see if the price is able to come back up to that release point at. Let's see here. After Technique Teak, BTC, and then ETH. And then next biggest holding Render. Very nice. I also picked up some Render, 2 weeks ago or a week ago when that big dip happened. Those are pretty good bags, you guys. Let me know in the chat what you are holding into the next bull market as of now. We are getting very, very close to the Bitcoin halving. So the time to prepare is now. Ziggy with the ADA, Cosmos, a good grab. Crow token, Crow, you don't sleep on that. Casper, very nice. Hopefully, I think Sin got in as early as when Nick was even talking about, man. Some great picks here. But now we're looking at the stuff to pay attention to into the future. Let us know in the chat what you're holding, and if there's any sneaky picks that we haven't paid attention to that might be on our radar or should be on our radar. Really great show though, you guys. That was great. That's maybe the best.
Literally the best.
Basement.
All right. Well, we're gonna head out. We're gonna go set up ATB. Appreciate all you. Appreciate Owen for dragging his ass into work here today. Missed ya. Missed ya. I don't think that the chat can see. Can you show yourself just to see the state you're in right now? There it is. There it is. Fantastic. Well, we will be back tomorrow with more Crypto Alpha. We'll see what the macro does, and might be coming to you late night live if anything crazy happens. But until next time, I'll bid you adieu.
Bye.